So, Trey Gang, just a quick take. I was watching some of your video tonight, and I'm gonna say I still do. Um, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I still think that two out of her friends did not know anything. I'm gonna say, maybe it was forcefully put on them or whatever. I don't. I still think the one friend that I think is innocent is Irene. Um, Shamaya, she might be innocent as well. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I just I really think Irene is innocent. I can't say who the other person um, is, involved with that. All I can say is I just sincerely feel that she was innocent because it was evident. I guess her and Kanika used to be really good friends, and then I guess she kind of grew apart, or they just stopped hanging. And maybe it was respectful. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if they stopped hanging. These are just my speculations, based upon how everything was set up. Because whenever there was a picture of her and Kanika, it looked like they was off to their own little thing. They had their own kind of like their own little friendship or whatever. Shemaya and Monifa was always at her house or whatever, and we seen some videos with Bree at the house too. It was times where it was Bree, Shemaya, and Monifa, but I'm just the whole thing. Like I say, it's hard to figure out what's what. But when I think about that, when I think about how, well, I told you what Patricia said when, well, we know what Patricia said when she was out there with Teresa and Andrew Holmes. We know what Patricia was like, yeah, tell them what happened. And then it was also a report that said Patricia and Shamaya was at the police department. If I'm not mistaken, they went to the police department when everything first happened. And I do know, I remember seeing a video before any of that even happened at the hotel where it was Shamaya and Kanika. And Shamaya was talking about how Patricia was going to have a birthday party or something. And Kanika was like, I'm going to go out there. And Shamaya looked at the camera like, yeah, right. And then she also used to point out a lot, Kanika, you need to pick a side and, and things like that. But I feel like regardless of, what you choose to be or what you choose to represent at the end of the day, you can still be cool, you know, um, with all in truth on some true stuff. You know, I won't get into all that, but it just seemed like to me like that's the type of young lady that she was. And so I'm gonna say my thoughts and my perception on everything is that she was cool with Patricia, which Patricia and Shamaya, they may be kin, and the man that Teresa was with, I think that was Patricia man too. And it could have been some little beef like that going on. And I say that because that's the man that Teresa was with, and that was also supposed to be, I guess, Patricia's husband or whatever. Or maybe I have that mixed up, but I think that was mentioned on some time ago on a live or whatever. And yeah. So maybe that was the drama. Maybe that's why Shemaya was looking like, yo, right. But how could you look it Kanika, like you're right, when if Patricia was your mom or your family member or whatever, and you over at Teresa's house, if Teresa was sleeping with her man or whatever, you know? So I mean, how you gonna say something about someone who's just, cool with somebody in peace, but you on some what type of shit? I don't know. I don't know. Like I say, this is just me outside looking in. So that's why I was always kind of skeptical about Shamaya, and I could be wrong, but I just looked at certain lives how she used to always be trying to, call Kanika out, or it was just like I'm around you just to see, you know what I'm saying, your every moves, and that's why people need to understand, you know, everybody is not your friend like that, or I'm not sure why she did that. That's still a question mark. I'm just only, these are my thoughts and my perceptions, like I say. So that was questionable. The only one that really didn't give me a vibe of, not being jealous and look like, a pretty cool friend was Irene. Like I said, um, Brie Brie, I kind of feel like it was like jealousy because of her looks, Kanika's looks. Monifa, I feel that way too because of, the family, how her family was together and stuff like that. Kind of feel like, it was a little haterism with that, with her, like jealousy and hating. That's what I, got from Brie and Monifa, and I could be wrong about this, but that's what I felt about them. And Shemaya is a question mark, and Irene, I sincerely, I don't think that she would have been down for any of that. She would have been the type that would have had to been forced to accept what was going on, or whatever. If so, if that was the case, she would have been the one that would have never betrayed her friend, would have never, led her, but she was used, for the occasion because of the respect and the love I think that her and Kanika had for each other, which is messed up, you know. But that's my opinion, and that's my, those are my thoughts on that. But I really feel sincerely, and this is why I say when people let you know that they jealous or that they intimidated by you in some type of way, the best thing to do is to leave them alone. It ain't even no sense in still trying to hang around people like that, because they already telling you off top they jealous. They already telling you off top they intimidated. So why would you even prolong? And this is the type of stuff people get into. So, you know, young people just be mindful of that. There's no reason why someone should be constantly at competition with you. You guys are friends. You can have the shirt off this person's back, and you want to be competitive with them and jealous with them. That's just crazy. So I'm gonna say I really think Irene was innocent, and Shamaya is just a question mark. I'm not really sure about how that really was, but yeah, I do remember that live because Kanika was like, "I'm gonna go to Patricia party." She said, "I'm gonna go out there," and Shamaya was like, and Patricia and Shamaya must have had to be kin or something because after everything happened on whatever day that happened concerning that hotel, they went and made a police report, Patricia and Shamaya. So the reports say, I don't know. But I do remember that live. And so, yeah, that's my take on it. Trey. I'ma still stick by Irene was the innocent one, and it's a question mark by Shamaya. But them other two, I don't, I don't know. I don't know. Um, just like on some shady type of stuff, just to get back at her. you know. It was probably like a year, you know, but they probably didn't think that it would go as far as it did. Irene was a no off top, and Shamaya, I'm not really sure where she stood with that. It's, you know, it's crazy, but yeah, I absolutely, those are my thoughts. And then I remember it was one live, the live on September the 6th, when Teresa was with her sister. I remember I can't really say because she could have been talking about anything when she said it might not be going well right now, but tomorrow to be perfect or some stuff like that. That she could have been speaking in general, but if that's when all that stuff was going down, that'd be kind of crazy. But I don't know that, and so that those are just my thoughts. So, but I do remember seeing Irene had a black eye, and before her party or whatever, she was pretty. Her face, she was just chilling. Like before her party, and then it looked like her eye was black all of a sudden. Like she had a black eye even when she did that interview. So maybe she was fighting, trying to take up for her, didn't agree with it, whatever. I don't know. But I still feel like she innocent at the end of the day. And I'ma stand on that. So that's my take, Trey Game. Those are my thoughts, and you know, I just came in on that part right there because I had these thoughts before, and I just wanted to go ahead and give my commentary like this. So yeah, that's for sure. That's crazy, but hoping that pure justice will be so someday soon.